Good morning, old school Texas Tech. I am at an undisclosed location south of the equator. I don't have any of my normal setup, so I'm just going to try to shoot from the hip here on bowl games. I don't have my second screen or anything like that, so I will be looking down at, like, my iPad more than usual, stuff like that. But anyway, we're doing the 68 Ventures Bowl, Arkansas State, the Red Wolves at Bowling Green Falcons are playing Bowling Green Falcons. The game's down in, I believe, Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, Mobile, Alabama. All right. So we'll start. We go to I pulled up the information on the coaching staffs. We're going to start with whichever one this one is. Arkansas State. They've got Butch Jones as their head coach. They don't get too crazy on the assistants. They have an offensive coordinator who's been there for 6 seasons. So Butch Jones inherited him, I guess. They've got a defensive coordinator, and then yeah, so they're just one of each. So that's pretty normal. And then they've got a guy. They've got they run multiple off. They're not like just a pure spread. They run like a multiple offensive scheme, and then 4-3 base defense. They are in Arkansas State. If you're curious, is in Jonesboro. I believe it's Jones. Yeah, Jonesboro, Arkansas. I actually had a non Texas Tech related phone call with someone in Jonesboro, Arkansas the other day, ironically. All right. So we're gonna go over to the no, let's stick with Arkansas State and some of their players. And here's where I gotta kind of switch up my routine here a little bit. Quarterback Jay Raynor, Raynor. And please understand, I do not know. It's almost impossible for me to keep up with the transfer portal in these games. So I don't know if all these guys are playing. I'm kind of working off the assumption that they are. Um, he has thrown for 2,500 yards. He has completed 61.8% of his passes, 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He throws to a bunch of receivers. He's got four receivers in double digits. Three of those have touchdowns. One's got five. His favorite is Rucker. Also likes to throw to a young man Jackson. Um, and then they throw to the running back. They've got a tight end that's pretty active. Um, pretty good ball distribution for the offense. Their running game, they've got three primary running backs that they use. Two of them are over. No, one of them's over 5 yards a carry, 5.6. I have another one that runs for about 4.5 a carry. He's got 10 touchdowns. Wallace and Cross are their names. The quarterback also runs the ball a little bit. He's only averaging 3 yards a carry, but he's got a couple of touchdowns. All right, so then let's go over to, hopefully this is working out well. Let's go over to Bowling Green. They've got a 6-year head coach. Looks like it's Scott Loeffler, Max Warner, and Greg. No, no, no. They've got like all the co defensive coordinators. They've got like three co off no two co offensive coordinators, two co defensive coordinators. So I'm gonna leave all that alone. They run multiple on offense and multiple on defense. Let's look at their no, we're not there yet. So okay, so that's what they got there. They play They are in Bowling Green, Ohio. Let's see what they've got on as far as their players or stats. They've also got a quarterback, Bazelak. He 2,600 yards passing, 60. They've completed 67.1%. He's thrown 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He likes to. He's got a tight end who's over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. Name is Fannin Jr. He's got a couple of wide receivers he likes to throw to, Johnson and Smith. And he also throws it to the running back, also known as also last name Johnson. Um, their running game, Stewart's their primary ball carrier. He averages 5.6 yards a carry. He's got 6 touchdowns. They use the Johnson, the one that they throw the ball to quite a bit too. They use him a little bit. They use another guy named Patterson. Um, they've both one's at Patterson's at 4.4 yards a carry. Johnson's at 7.6. All right, so while I'm on Bowling Green, I'll go over their schedule real quick. They um, they beat Fordham to start the year off. They lost close games on the road to Penn State and Texas A&M. Pretty impressive. They lost to Old Dominion at home after those 2 road games against ranked opponents. They beat Akron. They lost to Northern Illinois, just fine with me because we've got a defensive tackle coming from those guys that we're excited about at Tech. They beat Kent State, Toledo, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Ball State. On a pretty good run, and then they got beat by Miami of Ohio, where also got a couple players coming from in the transfer portal, and so they will go into the game against Arkansas State. They came in like fourth in the MAC. They won 6 conference games, ended up 7-5 on the season. All right, so then let's take a look at the Arkansas State Red Wolves. They beat Central Arkansas, beat Tulsa, lost to Michigan. Not too bad. They hung within about 10 points up there in Ann Arbor, and they got whipped by Iowa State 52-7. They did beat South Alabama. South Alabama was a decent bowl team. Lost to Texas State badly. Home of our that former home of our new offensive coordinator. They lost to Southern Miss and Hattiesburg. They beat Troy, lost to Louisiana, beat Georgia State and Atlanta, beat Louisiana Monroe, and lost to Old Dominion. All right, so Arkansas State. Here's what it comes down to for me. Arkansas State is actually the first bowl team that I believe I've seen that has not scored as many points as their opponents this season, which is not good. They do have a +2 turnover margin. They are given 5.9 yards a carry on the ground. They're terrible on third down. They have the worst third down conversion percentage I've seen so far, 46.9. I don't know how they even made it to a bowl game, frankly. Bowling Green, they scored more points than their opponents, which I would expect from a bowl team, except for maybe Louisiana Tech because they subbed in for Marshall, but I'll do that one another day. Bowling Green keeps their opponents to a respectable 4.4 yards a carry. they're normal on third down. Most bowl teams are in the low 30s on third down on defense, and they're not good on fourth down. But that statistic generally doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I'm not even sure I'm not even sure Arkansas State should even bring their punter along. They should probably just go for it. They should probably just go for it on fourth down with that third down conversion rate. They're like kind of like we were this year, couple games. All right, so the spread for this game is I think it's 8. Um, I think it's going to be worse than that. I like Bowling Green. I think Bowling Green's they're like you know a no normal lower tier bowl team. Arkansas State. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. I haven't watched them. So I'm not trying to be hard on them or anything. I actually, I think like 30 years ago, I won a national championship with the college football video game with Arkansas State back when I had time to do stuff like that. It's an 8-point game. I think the Bowling Green Falcons are going to put up like they're going to put up like 30, 38 in this game. And then I think the Arkansas State Red Wolves are only going to put up like 14. The problem is with this type of situation is you don't have a huge you don't have a huge disparity in who they played, and Arkansas State's just terrible on third downs, and they give up a lot of yards on the ground. And let me look again at Boyle, Boyle, Bowling Green. Bowling Green can run the ball, so Bowling Green can run the ball, and Arkansas State can't stop the run, and they can't get people off the field. And so unless there's something going on with the portal that I don't know about or somebody's not playing. I like Bowling Green to win this game convincingly, 38-14. Every, Everybody have a good day. I'm going to do a few more of these bowl game predictions from the undisclosed location. Thanks for your patience as I don't have my normal technology set up today. Anyway, hope everyone had a good Christmas day and hope everyone is enjoying the holidays in general. And I'll see you shortly.